Hey guys, how's it going? So I wanted to do a quick video showing exactly what you get when you download the 3D printed model rocket display stand files. This is it. This is basically the stand piece, the top part, the actual stand itself, and this is the 18mm motor dummy. If you download the 24mm version, you're going to get a 24mm one. This one's 18. This is what you get. Now what you're also going to need is a number 3 threaded insert like this, and a number 3 screw, and then also some super glue. I'm gonna assemble this, and I want to show you guys how to do it. Now there's one thing I want to show, just so there's no confusion. When you get the file, you're gonna notice, I don't know if it'll focus, you can see there's what should be a hole there. Now my printer settings messed that up, and it made the supports in there basically part of the print. You can drill that out. I decided not to. You don't need to use these. As you can see, it actually lines up with these holes here, so it's just so you can add some extra strength if you want to put a piece of metal or wooden dowel in there and then put it on there like that. You can do that. It's not necessary. I'm going to do it without, just so you guys can see, but if you want, make sure you change your printer settings so that you can get these to come out, or just drill them out, or you can just forgo it altogether, as you'll see here. What you want to do, it's not necessary, it's always good practice. Put on a glove on at least one hand. Go ahead and take this piece here, make sure it's clean of debris, same here, and go ahead and apply super glue, a nice amount, to the bottom here. And then what you can do is spread it around with something if you'd like. I'm going to use a scrap piece of wood.
Okay, so we got nice surface coverage. This is why it's good to wear gloves, you can see.
All right, that's good enough. Go ahead and drop it on there and just line it up. And then you can use your glove. That's also why it's good to wear a glove, because you can use the glove to wipe any excess off. And there you go. The top piece has been applied. It looks pretty seamless. Got a little bit of excess glue, but that's okay, it'll dry clear. And that's the rocket stand assembled. Once you got that positioned how you like, just set it aside and grab these two parts here. We're gonna do the same thing. Make sure it's clean of debris. You're gonna take your super glue and just go ahead and apply a nice amount up and down. And then get whatever you're spreading it with, and just once again, you want to make sure you got all of the surface covered
As best as you can. Up and down the piece.
You can see I have a nice coverage there. All right, and then we're going to go ahead and put this together. You can use the bottom if you'd like. I like to put the base down on the ground, and you just want to line up. The most important part is that you get this lined up, the top part. That's where you're going to put your threaded insert. And you just want to make sure you apply enough pressure, keeping the pieces aligned as best as you can. And then with your glove, you can go ahead and wipe off the excess that might come out. And there you go. There's your actual stand. And if you want to test fit it, at this point, be careful that you can't do it. Bring this part that you previously assembled, and you slide this part in the slot. Boom. There's your stand. What I would suggest is taking it apart, because you don't want any excess to actually glue it in there. Let it cure, let the part dry before installing your threaded insert up here. Hey guys, so I've got this part here. It's been dried. The glue is set and cured. So we're gonna go ahead and install the threaded insert. Get your hot soldering iron. Get your 3D printed insert and carefully put it on the tip. Let it get a little warm, heat up, and then we're gonna go ahead and come in there and insert the threaded insert. I like to give it a little wiggle. Get it in there just until it's just about floating about the tip. Now what I find is getting a butter knife, everybody has one of those, and just pressing it in. Nice and flush, and look at how it comes out. Okay, so now that we have our threaded insert installed, go ahead and grab your 24 or 18 millimeter motor dummy, and you can use universally. So if you buy the 18 millimeter, you can still, if you want, you can print out a 24 millimeter dummy. As long as it has the screw hole, it'll be fine. So go ahead and get your motor dummy. Just put that down in there. And you're gonna need a fairly long Allen wrench. Go ahead and put it in there and just install it as you logically would. And screw it in there nice and tight. Not too tight, just tight enough. And there you have it. Now your parts are assembled. And now, there you go. There's your stand. How about that? And it's, like I said, it's got a 5.5 degree tilt back. And so let me go ahead and show you how we can put a real life rocket on there. I have this rocket here. This rocket is actually fairly heavy. This stand can support quite a substantial amount of weight. And you just take your motor and plop it on there. And there you have it. You can display it however you want. If you have multiple mounts, you can display multiple rockets however you'd like. Let me know if you have any other questions, where you can get the files, anything like that. Thank you. Appreciate it.